Hi everybody, welcome back to Big OGGIE World. Welcome to Big O in what is normally Kelly's kitchen, but I've taken it over for a while. Today I'm going to make a lovely simple cake. It's a sponge, it's a very lemony cake. I know, I thought I'd dress for the occasion. I'm on a healthy eating kick right now, so I can't really eat this, or I might have a little slice. But I know that Kelly loves the lemon cake, I know that our daughter George loves lemon cake, so I will put this together for them as a treat, a surprise. No one knows I'm going to do this, I'm just doing it for myself for fun. I know, random or what. So, before we start, get yourself at least 2, possibly 3 of these. These are 20cm sandwich tins, cake tins. Line them, we've got liners in ours because we've got these, which are brilliant. Okay, just circles you put inside, but just a grease-proof paper circle will be fine. And grease them with some surplus butter, or use cake liner. Again, we think cake liner is amazing. Just brush it round with one of those on the sides and on the bottom. Okay, so once you've done that, you've greased your tins. You need to preheat the oven. So preheat your oven to 160 degrees fan, 180 normal, gas mark 4. Okay, once you've done that, you're pretty much ready to go. Let me just sort these ingredients out and we'll get cracking. So the reason this is going to be very easy today is because you're not doing one of those cakes where you have to cream together the butter and the sugar and all those things. This is a throw it all in kind of sponge. Okay, so it does have a lot of butter. And the other thing is, I've softened this butter in the microwave. Some of this is actually pourable right now, the rest is soft to touch. 350 grams of butter. Okay, that's a nice big blob going in there. Okay. Now, once you've done that, obviously there will be sugar and flour, etc., all the usual things. So that's your butter. 300 grams of golden caster sugar. Again, so you do have the butter and sugar together, but because the butter is already soft, there's nothing to cream. Okay, let's move these out of the way. Okay, to this, add 3 eggs. Not even having to beat them up first, all together. 100 grams of ground almonds. There's one side. Okay, so that's all over there. Put you whip this together slightly. There we go. Now to this we need some flour. We're going to use self-raising flour. And we're going to need some flavourings, which are going to be lemon zest, although it should really be 2 lemons. I've only got 1 lemon at the moment, so I'm using a lemon and an orange. The zest of 1 lemon and 1 orange. Zest is always better for flavours than juice, but we use the juice for later. And 250 grams of self-raising flour. Now, give this a little mix up a second. Take your time with this because obviously the flour will go everywhere. I don't want to create a large mess in Kelly's kitchen, do I? No, John, you don't. I've got my safety goggles on. Right. Now, that's not a bad cake at the moment, but it needs more. It needs some more oomph. So, this is lemon curd. You can get lemon curd in all different supermarkets. You can make your own. We'll probably do a lemon curd recipe at some point in the future, but right now I've got it in the cupboard, so let's use it. This one is from Sainsbury's. This jar is 320 grams. You need 150 grams in this, and then you need some more actually in the cream you're going to sandwich together. So 2 generous splodges is pretty much it. About half a jar. There we go. So we'll use the rest of that later. Now we just keep mixing this all up until you've got a nice batter. Once you've done that, you're good to go and put it in the oven. So I'm just transferring from the whisk to a wooden spoon a second because it's a little bit firmer than I'm probably expecting. Depends on the size of the eggs, I guess, really. There we go. Got to one side. Give this now a little beat up a second. Pretty much done. And then we're going to get the tins over and transfer this into your tins. Like I said, there's enough mixture here for 3 tins. We're going to do 2 tins, and we're just going to extend the cooking time slightly. So that's all done. Lovely. Get those tins over. So just divide evenly if you can. Okay, so once you've got it all out of your bowl, smooth these down until they're level, then get ready to pop them in the oven. I'll come back to you in a second when I've just got everything out of the bowl. Okay, so my oven is now preheating. These are now smoothed out, pretty even, bit of a guess. I'm going to set my timer for 25 minutes, that's because I'm using 2 tins. You need to ideally check your stuff between about 20 and then start seeing what they look like. Put a skewer through them or a sharp knife. When it comes out clean, they're done. If you're using different levels, which most people will on their oven, swap them over about halfway through, okay, just to give them even cooking. When they come out, leave them in the tins, put them onto a cooling rack. Then we're going to get some lemon juice, or lemon and orange juice in my case. I'm going to pour some of that over the cakes themselves. We'll come back to that in a while. Let's get these in the oven. We'll get baking. Okay, so one of my halves of the cake is ready. The other one still needs a few minutes. Mine took a lot longer than the 20-25 minutes because mine are a lot larger than yours. Okay, ideally you'll make this in 3 pieces. So like I said, keep checking your cake and testing it with a sharp knife until it comes out clean. Okay, once they come out clean, they're done. Now once you've done this, you've got a choice. You leave them in the tins to cool down, but whilst they're cooling, this is the fresh lemon juice from the lemon and a little bit of the fresh orange juice. You now have an option to just pour some of this on. Now it's not a lemon drizzle cake, so you're not going to spear lots of holes in it and pour it in. You don't want a completely squidgy cake, and to be honest, it's quite a lemony cake already because you've added all that lemon curd in. So it's entirely up to you what you do next. You can put some on or you can leave it. Once you've done that, obviously the more juice you put on, the squidgier the cake will become. That's the reason. Once they are both cool, completely cool, we're talking a couple of hours at least cool, alright, then we're going to whip up some mascarpone and some lemon curd and make a kind of well, a filling really to sandwich them together. But that'll be done in quite a while's time. Let me wait for this other one to come out, put this on with this one. I may brush a slight little bit of this juice on, but to be honest, juice doesn't give an awful lot of flavour. It's the zest that you've got in there already, and obviously lemon curd's got all the flavour. We'll pop back when we do the build with the mascarpone cream. So here are our cakes. Now they're still a little bit warm. After about 20 minutes of them being in their tins, take the sides off. Okay, I've not taken the bottoms off because, well, I'm a little bit gammy-handy when it comes to taking cakes apart. So at the moment, just allow them to cool naturally. They're not cold enough to do this bit, but I'm going to film this now just to show you for the purpose of the video. And once you've done all this and I've said goodbye, and this is all cold, we'll sandwich it together, make it look pretty, and you'll see some pictures. You'll see the picture on the thumbnail as well. So that's your cakes. I put a little bit of the lemon juice on both, not a lot, just a little bit. What we're going to do now, we're going to take 100 mils of double cream, pop that in there, just to loosen up 250 mils, or 250 grams, sorry, of mascarpone, which happens to be the same size as this carton of mascarpone that you buy in the Co-op, or most supermarkets. So one normal sized carton of mascarpone and just a little bit of double cream to loosen it up. There we go. We got that off there. Pop that in the bin. Now, what you do now is you just whisk this together or whip it together. It takes its time, don't let it splash about. Let it all come together and loosen up. And then you keep whipping it until you get a soft peak. Once you've got a soft peak, you can then fold in about another 150 grams of lemon curd. That, as it's a 300 gram jar, we're using pretty much the whole jar in the cake and the cream filling. So, like I said, this is just for demonstration, so I'm not really going to go the whole way with this. But soon you see it's starting to loosen up now. The mascarpone is starting to, well, melt down, I guess, into the double cream. Then once it's loose enough to work properly, then we can whisk it up. Like I said, all you do is you whisk this into soft peaks. When you get soft peaks, you spoon in 150 grams of lemon curd, and then you fold that in. So you don't beat it in like mad, you just fold it in so you get this kind of lemony swirls. Yeah. And once you've done that, and obviously because you've already beaten this to a soft peak, you don't want to beat it out with that in it, you just want to keep smearing it. That will be your filling. You can check which one's the best one for top and bottom. Turn them upside down if you wish, and then put this filling in, sandwich them on top of each other, dust with a little bit of icing sugar, sorry, get out of the way, dust with a little bit of icing sugar on the top, and you're done. Beautiful for an afternoon tea, got a guest coming round, or just because you want to treat your family like I do. Okay, so, as I said, we'll show you pictures at the end. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Please subscribe, please hit the notification bell. Come and join us here on Big OGGIE World. Join me on Big OGGIE Golf. Help both our channels grow. They help each other, okay? A little bit of money we earn from one helps support the other. And you'll find out more about our lives, really. Also take a look at our Amazon shop. You'll know it by now. You'll find things like, hopefully, the cake release that I'm using and the tins and everything we use. All the equipment that we use on Big OGGIE Golf. And if you want to buy any of that, please do. We get a few pennies, okay? I'll finish this a bit later. You kind of get the gist. See you all soon, everybody. Happy cooking.